All right, today is April the 21st, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we have a couple of opportunities for rain in Southern California today. And we have this upper level closed low pressure system that had a moisture field that was running right into Southern California today. In preparation for stopping that rain potential, we had jets spraying chemtrail aerosols all through the Southern California area, and that prevented the lift in the atmosphere from this moisture, and that stopped our rain today. And that was system number one right down here. Also, we can see the outline of the transmitter right on top of that core, which is killing it off, cutting off the moisture field as it moves into Southern California. It's just evaporating everything. By tomorrow, we won't even see that core on the water vapor map. Also, we have a lot of thunderstorm activity down here. We have an area that's trying to spin right there. And the second opportunity for rain is, of course, right here. But that's not going to happen for Southern California either, because the jet stream flow is being cut off right about here where this transmitter is. It's weakening the core as well as evaporating the moisture field, which would wind right into that core around this way. And we can see that this system is advancing into California. But we're not going to get rain from either of these. We've got low pressure, upper level low here, and upper level low right here. And neither of these are going to produce rain because of these jokers that are playing games with our weather. We've got a transmitter. You can see the outline of that right there. It's just cutting off the field right here, and it's preventing this flow from feeding the system. Now we'll watch and see when this moves onshore. We'll watch this rebuild. Once this gets past California, we'll watch that rebuild. Same with this one here. Same thing. This is nothing but a rerun of about 4 days ago. That system that's way over here was stalled over Colorado for about 4 or 5 days. And we will recall that when that system was over California, we had the same situation right here. We had transmitters preventing all that rain from falling in California, along with chemtrails. So there's a deliberate, concerted effort to keep the rain out of California, to prevent the rain in the food growing state. Right now at 10:48 p.m., we have a temperature of 58 degrees. The relative humidity is 56%, and the dew point is 43 degrees. The barometric pressure is 29.92 or 1,014 millibar. Let's look at this in the rainbow loop. We can see the effect that transmitter is having. It's evaporating the moisture right in the core of the system. This would normally feed that core. This flow here should be feeding that vortex and maintaining, keeping it alive so that it can deliver rain. But as this moves towards California, we see the transmitter right here cutting off that flow. And we have an upper level low down here that I mentioned. We can see that disappearing. So that's the situation. All right. Now, if we look at the water vapor loop here, we can see up close what's happening. We've got a good opportunity for rain from here and from here. We can't get rain in Southern California for love or money. These people have just cut off the rain supply. And so this is why we have a drought in this state. We have a serious drought because of the actions of these transmitters and these planes that are spraying. Let's take a look at the surface analysis map. And we can see a Gale 4 system moving right in towards Oregon. It has an occluded front here from the transmitter. We have a trough, three troughs right in the center of that system. This is moving due east pretty much. And we have about 1,012 millibar pressure right along the coast. Right where we are, it's 1,014. We should be getting some kind of cooler overcast weather from this system here. We have a developing storm behind that, and we'll keep an eye on that. The real high pressure is way out here. We got 1,022 way out here, just north of the Hawaiian Islands. In fact, let's go back and take a look at the Hawaiian Islands. They're well protected. We have they've got high pressure station right here. That will prevent any of this strong moisture field from moving down and bringing any kind of drought relief to the Hawaiian Islands. All right, let's take a look at the, this is the surface pressure map, sea level analysis. We can see 1,012 millibar right here along the California coast. Got that upper level low here. We have a high indicated here. Let's look at the 500 millibar next. We can see that low down here off of Baja, low up here, some ridges over here. All right, 300 millibar, we got the upper level low here and low right here. California, Southern California is getting 85-degree weather and chemtrails. That shouldn't be happening. We should be getting cooler weather from that moisture tail and maybe even some rain. And that's all being prevented. Here's the water vapor map at SSEC. You can see some of the chemtrails in this map. It's not too good today. We'll take a look next at the MODIS today map is much better today. We'll take a look at that. Here's LA right here. And we can see the extent of the chemtrail spraying today. It's all over the place. It's just everywhere. Just pan down a little bit. There's San Diego, big long streak there. As we go down into Mexico, we can see the streaks, and the haze is everywhere. You can see that there's some real clouds right here. This cotton white, brilliant white clouds, that's the real stuff. That's the real water vapor. This stuff here, all of this chemtrail haze, this is not water vapor. This is a chemical desiccant that is used to cap the lift of these. This water vapor will not convect and generate precipitation. Let's take a look around here. Look at all these chemtrails. They are just all over. All right. Back in California, we can see here's the Colorado River right along here. And this is very, very heavy spraying going on all through this area. Very, very heavy spraying. It's very hard. Well, let's see. There's a Salton Sea right over here. That's the Salton Sea. You can barely make it out. There's so much. Wait a minute. I can't even see the Salton Sea. There's so much haze. Here it is, right over here. Okay. Salton Sea is about the size of Lake Tahoe. Should be able to see that. But today is a little pretty difficult. Okay, look at all that spraying. It's just everywhere, all over the entire state, all the way out into Nevada. Here we are. This is Central California. Here's Monterey up in this area, I believe that is. Oh, that's not Monterey, I don't think. Anyway, we got Big Sur along here. We have Vandenberg, Lompoc. Anyway, there's this spraying all over. It's very, very heavy. We should have gotten rain today. Didn't happen. Okay, here's the the eastern U.S. water vapor loop. We can see that system that was parked over Colorado for about 4 days is now moving to the east just in time to possibly merge with this gigantic monstrosity over here out in the Atlantic. Big, giant low pressure system right out here. And there is a transmitter that's cut a channel right through here. We can see that in the in the rainbow loop, in the infrared loop. Right here, they're trying to prevent these two systems from merging together. So they've got a transmitter generating high pressure right in here to prevent that. All right. And next, finally, we have the East Pacific water vapor loop. We can see some of these thunderstorms. We can actually see some blast patterns down right in this area right here. This is the tail end of a blast They kill these thunderstorms off with highly focused microwave beams. And here we see a system right there being blasted. You can see a blast pattern on that one right there. Right there. Okay. If we go to the, take a look at this in the infrared loop. Okay, right down here is where they're, right here, I think it is. Let's go back. Right there. Okay. We can see the blast patterns right here, tail end of that event. And there's a lot of, looks like steam. That's typically what you see after they hit these storms with the transmitters. All right, that's the update for tonight, and we will do another update tomorrow.